So today we will be studying another hematological practical, that is blood grouping. So going to the blood grouping, you all must know what is blood groups. So there are various types of blood groups. There are around 30 types of blood group systems. So there are major and minor blood group systems. So major are ABO and RH. These are the two major blood group systems. And minor are Kell, Duffy, Lewis and Amin blood group system. So these are the blood group systems. So doing the blood grouping, we must know what are the indications for doing blood grouping. So importance of blood grouping, we require blood grouping for blood transfusions and then determining the RH incompatibility, that is in the mother and child. You all know what is that. We'll discuss that later. Also for organ transplantation and paternity issues and medico-legal uses. So these are the indications for the importance of the blood grouping. So coming to the principle. So what is the principle for it? In this, the antigen and antibody, they react to form agglutination. So what is the principle? When the antibodies present in the plasma, they react with the antigens present on the cell membrane surface of the RBCs. They both react, they form clumps. This clumping is called agglutination, and this determines the blood group of a person. So this is the principle. Also, we must know what is the Landsteiner law. Landsteiner law states there are two components of Landsteiner law. First component, if a agglutinogen, that is the antigen, is present on the surface of the RBC membrane, so there must be absence of the agglutinin, that is the antibodies, absent from the plasma of that corresponding blood. So this is the first component. Second component says that when the agglutinin is present on the plasma of the donor, then corresponding agglutinogen must be absent from the surface of the blood. So this is the Landsteiner law. So coming to the apparatus required for this experiment, we require a lancet and cotton for the pricking, saline, slides and the stirrer and the anticoagulants. These are the anti-sera. So for the anti-sera, this is blue color coated anti-A sera. This is yellow anti-B sera. This is anti-D anti-sera, that is colorless. This is for the RH, for determining the RH blood group. For going to the method how to perform blood grouping, we take a piece of paper, a half sheet of a paper. We'll mark A, B, C and D, and we'll keep two slides, that is one here and second here. So overall there would be A, B, C, D. Also we'll take two stirrers, we'll keep it in front of the slide. Then we will put saline on the 4 spots. Now, under aseptic precautions, we have taken a bold prick and we'll put this drop of blood in all the 4 spots. After putting the blood on the 4 spots, we'll mix it with the stirrer. Now we will put the anti-sera, that is on the A spot we will put anti-sera A. On B spot we will put anti-sera B. And on the D spot we will put anti-sera D. C act as a control. It defines that whether there is a Rolex formation, that will show that it is a false positive result. So control is used for telling whether it is auto agglutinating or not. After that, after putting the drops, we will mix the blood with the anti-sera. We will make sure that from one end we will use only the anti-sera A and from the other end B point, and same goes with the another stirrer. So we have to take 2 stirrer for each end. So we'll be mixing. Note how I am doing it. Now we have to wait for 8 to 10 minutes for the agglutination to occur. So after waiting for 8 to 10 minutes, we can appreciate the results. Here you can see there is no agglutination formation, that is, there is no clumping. And here we can appreciate clumping on the D, that is here. So the blood group that comes to be, it is O positive. So we have seen the experiment how to perform it. Now how we determine the blood group. So here, as you can see, I have written A, B, D, and the blood group that comes is the result. When we see the clumping on the A, there is no clumping on the B, and there is clumping on the D. What blood group comes? That is A positive. Also, when clumping is there on the A and there is no clumping on the B and D, the blood groups comes to be A negative, A Rh negative. Henceforth, again, when clumping is not seen at A, clumping is seen at B, clumping is also seen at D,